I'm DK, and I want to talk to you a little bit about an organization that I have just recently launched and announced here in York County, Pennsylvania, called the York Empowerment Shop, aka YES. Since our launch, many of you have responded and asked for more information about what the York Empowerment Shop is and when it will be launching. And so I want to give you a little bit more background on it right here, right now. So what is the York Empowerment Shop? Well, we're a couple of different segments that work alongside of one another. So let me break this down into a couple different buckets. First, our first program is a food recovery program, and that simply is the surplus food, the food that we typically throw out. And by the way, in America today, almost 40% of all the edible food that we produce, we throw away. And most of this food, in fact, half of that 40%, are fruits and vegetables. And the reason most of this fruit and vegetable produce and everything is thrown out has little to do with it going bad and molding and rotting and all this. It has more to do with cosmetics. From the farm to your table, there's a lot of choices that are made. And a lot of these choices are quality assurance, but they're also from cosmetics, the visual, the opticals. Optics matter when it comes to our food that we select, that we pick as consumers. And too often than not, most of the foods that we are selecting away from has bruises or strange sort of bumps and things like that don't hurt the nutritional value of what the food is, but cosmetically we just don't want that. So we find the best, roundest, reddest tomato we can find, and we search through the pile until we find the ones that we really like. But there's many that are left over. So what happens to that food? More often than not, it's thrown away, and it's just the price of doing business. But at 40% of the total food that we build, that is a lot of food, a lot of great potential in that food. So we're going to capture that. That's the food we're looking for. Bruises and blemishes don't hurt us at all. We'll bring those back to a centralized kitchen, take that bruise out, and the rest of that tomato, the rest of that pepper, the rest of that carrot is ready to go and ready to be used. Speaking of bruises and blemishes, a second part of our program is to recover men and women looking for jobs, looking for the next stage of their career. Those men and women who might have barriers to employment because of incarceration, because of potential backstory drug rehab problem, because they were homeless or currently transitioning in housing. Those that have potential, again, bruises and blemishes maybe, but we're going to find a way to work around those things. And how we're going to do that is after we identify men and women who are ready, they're going to go into a special program here at YES. The YES Culinary Job Training Program, a 14-week culinary program where we're going to teach life skills and knife skills. Men and women will come into our program, and after their intake, they will begin to learn the idea of what it is to be a chef, a cook, a line cook, being on the line, being back of the house. Also, that we're going to learn in the food service industry things that happen in the front of house so that we can get a real sense of what it is where the power of food can move us forward. We'll be teaching them knife skills. We'll be teaching sauces, different types of pots and pans and the hardware, the software that's needed, the life skills, the soft skills and hard skills for these men and women who want this, who want to work for it, to move to their next level of their life, find a great job. And that goes to our third part of our program, job placement. The men and women of our culinary job training program, we're going to want to place into jobs in the food service industry. And who are they? Well, they're the same people that we will be partnering with to actually get the foods that we're trying to receive for our job training program. So the farms and grocery stores, the bars and restaurants, hotels, catering companies, the very same folks that are supporting us from a surplus food standpoint will then get, in return, men and women who are prepared, ready to go to work from day one after they finish our 14-week job training program, who will have the nice skills and life skills ready to roll so they can be a part of their team. And they'll be contributing to our community. They'll be in full-time jobs, full-time, part-time, temporary. Any jobs that they can get will provide them with dollars, it will provide them with support, it will provide them with the positive reinforcement that they are ready. They are ready to be part of this community. And again, instead of taking away, they're going to be contributing. Employee tax, being a job, taking care of themselves and their family. They will be part of the community and therefore part of the solution. So how can we do all this? We're going to do all this because of you. I'm looking for people in and around York County who are interested in being a part of this, whether it's on a volunteer basis, our board of directors, staff. We're going to be standing up the entire organization here at the end of 2017 and rolling into 2018. So I am going to be looking for stellar rock stars who believe what I believe in the value and the power of food. The conversation is going to start with food, but we're going to end with jobs. We're going to end with people. No more waste. We're not going to waste food. We're not going to waste people. And we sure as hell are not going to waste the potential. Whether you come at this from a restaurateur looking for staff, whether you're a human service person working in the nonprofit sector looking for finding ways to off-ramp clients and customers who come into your human service program, and you're trying to find that next level of workforce development, that next level of job placement, whether you are someone who is having trouble, barriers to employment, trying to find the next thing. If you have a passion for the food service industry, if you're just someone who wants to kick ass and take names, we're looking for you. No more no's in this. We're looking for yeses. I'd like to welcome you to the York Empowerment Shop.